So this week we are looking at artwork by this famous Instagram artist and illustrator. The pictures I have used in this video come straight from her Instagram. This is where she was discovered, or where her popularity really grew, and now she's become a famous illustrator, known for these beautiful mountain landscapes and watercolor skies. Notice her mountains and her trees have a dark outline, but her shadows have thin little lines very close together to create a shadow. This is called hatching. Also notice that her sky is the only area with color, creating a stark contrast between the beautiful night sky and her mountain landscapes. You're going to create a similar drawing today in Sketches School. Go ahead and open up Sketches School to a new page. You can go ahead and close out while this video is still playing, and a mini player should pop up in the bottom corner where you can follow along with me. I'm going to start by using the pen on a medium size and black ink. I'm going to start by creating some mountain shapes by just drawing a little zigzag line across the page. To get behind the pen tools, you can swipe them off to the side and finish out your zigzag if you need to. If you're not happy with the placement of your line or where your horizon line is, you can click on the cutter tool, just tap the screen, and it's going to select everything that you've drawn so far, and then you can move it and place it where you would like. Because our artist that we're looking at this week uses watercolor, select the watercolor brush and then one of the colors that you would like to use for your sky. Honestly, you can use any color or any combinations of colors for your sky that you want to. Then just start layering on the color. Every time you pick up your finger and then go back to the iPad, it's going to lay down a new layer of paint, and you can kind of see the difference here. So be careful of when you pick up your finger and where you stop. You can also just tap the screen to create more watercolor texture if you would like. Also try mixing colors. If you're doing a sunset or a sunrise, try using yellow colors at the bottom and reds and purples at the top and see how well they blend together. Try selecting the spray tool right above the ABC tool and see what that does. Honestly, it simulates what it's like to put salt on a watercolor painting. You can also go back and use the pen tool with white ink on the smallest setting to create some stars in your drawing. When you're finished with your sky, go back with the eraser tool and erase any color below your mountain line. Now, to create shadows on our mountains, you're going to start by using the pen tool on the medium size and black ink. Make a little dot in the valley, follow the mountain line down, stop, and then come back to the peak of the mountain. So watch me do that a few times. Start in the valley, come down, stop, and then go back up to the mountain peak. Make your lines a little bit bumpy and zigzaggy because mountains are not perfect, they are rocky. You can add other details like hills or snow in front of your mountains here. You can also add a few more shadows or dips or crevices on the sunny side of your mountains. Now, to create hatching, bring out your ruler tool and put it at an angle. Whatever angle you choose to put it at, try to remember that angle. I did 40 degrees because I thought it was a little bit easy to remember. Oh, and you can change the position of your ruler by using 2 fingers. Now we're just going to use this to make lines only inside of our shadows, and we're going to keep that ruler at the same angle for all of our lines. Now this little bit takes some time, but it really pays off in the end. So make sure you take your time to create straight lines, evenly spaced out inside your shadows. When you're finished, go back with the eraser tool and clean up any lines that you need to clean up. Now this next part is my favorite part. It's the part I have the most fun doing, and I'm going to show you how to make trees. So I'm still on the pen tool, and I'm going to draw a line straight down wherever I want to put a tree. Choose a little bit larger size, and then start at the top of the tree, and just start zigzagging back and forth as you go down the tree. Notice it's like a shaky zigzag, and I'm going to go out a little bit farther each time as I move down the tree because trees are wider at the base. And notice it's a pretty awesome tree. You can go back in and fill any gaps if you'd like to, but I also like it kind of bare. So I'm going to show you that again. And remember, trees that are closer to us or farther down the page are larger, and those that are farther away or higher up the page are smaller. So I'm going to make this one a little bit larger at the base or using the trunk. And then I'm going to switch to my larger size and then zigzag back and forth. I am kind of creating a fan shape because I'm zigzagging towards the trunk as I go back and forth down the tree. You can make as many trees as your heart desires. Just make sure you make some trees larger and some trees smaller, some trees closer and some trees farther away. Then you can go back in and add any other details that you'd like. You can add in a log cabin, a fire, a campsite, a yeti. The details are endless and they're completely up to you. I'm just going to add in a few footprints to make it look like somebody was walking through the snow. I cannot wait to see your mountain landscapes.